The next sutta we come to also very important, 46.6. On one occasion, the Blessed One was dwelling at Saketa in the deer path at the Anjana grove. Then the wanderer Kundalya approached the Blessed One and exchanged greetings with him. When they had concluded their greetings and cordial talk, he sat down to one side and said to the Blessed One, Master Gotama, I am one who stays around monastic parks and frequents assemblies. After the meal, when I have finished my breakfast, it is my custom to roam and wander from park to park, from garden to garden. There I see some ascetics and Brahmins engaged in discussion for the benefits of rescuing their own theses in debate and condemning the theses of others. But what is the benefit that Master Gotama lives for? And the Buddha said, Kundalya, the Tathagata lives for the benefit and fruit of true knowledge and liberation. In other words, for liberation or enlightenment. But Master Gotama, what things, when developed and cultivated, fulfill true knowledge and liberation? And the Buddha said, the 7 factors of enlightenment, Kundalya, when developed and cultivated, fulfill true knowledge and liberation. But Master Gotama, what things, when developed and cultivated, fulfill the 7 factors of enlightenment? The 4 intense states of recollection, Satipatthana, Kundalya, when developed and cultivated, fulfill the 7 factors of enlightenment. But Master Gotama, what things, when developed and cultivated, fulfill the 4 intense states of recollection? The 3 kinds of good conduct, Kundalya, when developed and cultivated, fulfill the 4 intense states of recollection. But Master Gotama, what things, when developed and cultivated, fulfill the 3 kinds of good conduct? Restraint of the sense faculties, Kundalya, when developed and cultivated, fulfills the 3 kinds of good conduct. And how Kundalya is restraint of the sense faculties developed and cultivated so that it fulfills the 3 kinds of good conduct. Here Kundalya, having seen an agreeable form with the eye, a monk does not long for it, or become excited by it, or generate lust for it. His body is steady, and his mind is steady, inwardly well composed and well liberated. But having seen a disagreeable form with the eye, he is not dismayed by it, not daunted, not rejected, without ill will. His body is steady and his mind is steady, inwardly well composed and well liberated. Further, Kundalya, having heard an agreeable sound with the ear, having smelled an agreeable odor with the nose, having severed an agreeable taste with the tongue, tactile object with the body, thought with the mind, a monk does not long for it, or become excited by it, or generate lust for it. But having cognized a disagreeable thought with the mind, he is not dismayed by it, not daunted, not dejected, without ill will. His body is steady and his mind is steady, inwardly well composed and liberated. When Kundalya, after he has seen a form with the eye, a monk's body is steady and his mind is steady, inwardly well composed and well liberated in regard to both agreeable and disagreeable forms. When after he has heard a sound with the ear, smelled an odor, savored a taste, felt a tactile object, cognized a thought, a monk's body is steady and his mind is steady, inwardly well composed and well liberated in regard to both agreeable and disagreeable mental phenomena. Then his restraint of the sense faculties has been developed and cultivated in such a way that it fulfills the 3 kinds of good conduct. Stop here for a moment. So here the Buddha says a monk has to develop his mind so well that when the 6 sense objects impinge at the 6 sense faculties, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, he's not moved by them. Whether it's sights or sounds or smells or tastes, etc., he's not moved by them. And if that is the case, his sense faculties are restrained, then it also means that the 3 kinds of good conduct are restrained. These 3 kinds of good conduct refers to the body conduct, speech and thoughts. And how, Kundalya, are the 3 kinds of good conduct developed and cultivated so that they fulfill the 4 intense states of recollection? Here Kundalya, having abandoned bodily misconduct, a monk develops good bodily conduct. Having abandoned abandon verbal misconduct, he develops a good verbal conduct. Having abandoned mental misconduct, he develops good mental conduct. It is in this way that the three kinds of good conduct are developed and cultivated, so that they fulfill the four intense states of recollection. And how Kundalya are the four intense states of recollection developed and cultivated, so that they fulfill the seven factors of enlightenment. Here Kundalya, among dwells contemplating the body in the body, ardent, clearly comprehending and mindful, having removed covetousness and grief in regard to the world. Similarly, he dwells contemplating feelings, mind, Dhamma. Here it is translated as phenomena. It's not phenomena, it's Dhamma. The Buddha's teachings, ardent, clearly comprehending and mindful, having removed covetousness and grief in regard to the world. It is in this way that the four Satipatthanas are developed and cultivated, so that they fulfill the seven factors of enlightenment. And how Kundalya are the seven factors of enlightenment developed and cultivated, so that they fulfill true knowledge and liberation. Here Kundalya, monk develops the enlightenment factor of recollection, which is based upon seclusion, dispassion and cessation, maturing in release. He develops the factor of investigation of Dhamma, etc., down to equanimity. It is in this way that the seven factors of enlightenment are developed and cultivated, so that they fulfill true knowledge and liberation. And this was said, the wanderer Kundalya said to the Blessed One, "Magnificent Master Gautama, magnificent Master Gautama." The Dhamma has been made clear in many ways by Master Gautama, as though he were turning upright what had been turned upside down, revealing what was hidden, showing the way to one who was lost, or holding up a lamp in the dark for those with eyesight to see forms. I go for refuge to Master Gautama, and to the Dhamma, and to the Bhikkhu Sangha. From today let Master Gautama remember me as a lay follower who has gone for refuge for life. That's the end of the sutta. So here the Buddha explains how one thing leads to another. Namely, first we have to restrain our sense faculties. If we restrain our sense faculties, we don't get attracted to pleasant sense objects or feel repelled by unpleasant sense objects. Then in that way, we can fulfill the three kinds of good conduct, our three karmas, to the body, speech and mind. And after that, it means that if you have the three good conducts, then you will be able to cultivate and develop the four Satipatthanas. And when you develop the four Satipatthanas, then the seven bojjhangas also come to fulfillment. And when you develop fully the seven bojjhangas, then you attain liberation and true knowledge. So the benefit that Master Gautama lives for is for true knowledge and liberation. So for us practicing the holy life, that is also the ultimate benefit, true knowledge and liberation. So even if you don't attain fully this liberation, at least we try as much as we can. But there are some people, they come in and wear the robe, but they don't practice the Dhamma, they don't strive for liberation, then their direction has gone the wrong way.